Hello and welcome to day 19 of 73. So today I'm going to be talking about seasons, and in particular the season of summer. Now, reason why is because today is Marathon Monday, or was Marathon Monday in Boston. So shout out to everyone who took part in the Boston Marathon. It is quite a grueling race looking from the outside in, but I'm sure that the people that do participate in it know exactly what it is that they're doing. And it was quite exciting to see up close. Haku, my son, he insisted that we go down and watch the people that were participating in the marathon. So we decided to take the train all the way to Cleveland Circle. And it was much chillier than I had expected. I thought that naturally being springtime on paper, again, Boston is what Boston does. I assumed it would be a nice day out. We would sit out, maybe have a picnic, and watch all the runners go by. But essentially, it was chilly again, and we ended up on our train ride back talking about seasons. And he mentioned what his favorite season was, and it's something that he's been talking about recently, which is the summer, and why he was looking forward to it. You know, eating all the seasonal fruits, being able to spend time outside with family, having warm weather, going to the beach. The list of activities is endless. And it was something that I was naturally happy to hear him talk about, but also when it reflected to my greater journey about me embarking on this, attempt on self improvement and doing something that was essentially outside of my wheelhouse for the longest time. I often think of the things that we would much rather have versus taking everything in its entirety. Now, that might seem a bit off in terms of what we were talking about, but when it comes to favorite seasons, I also would lean more towards summer, but I also do understand the importance of having your winters and your falls and your springs, because when it comes to comparison and to understanding which things are now going to have the most effect in life, it is always important to contrast and to have something to juxtapose and to see why it is that you would value something over another. And when it comes to my particular journey, I think that my winters in that sense would be times or examples of situations where I would be going through feelings or feeling certain emotions that I would much rather want to mask with using alcohol or with using distractions. But in hindsight, and having spent some time on this particular journey, I understand the importance of being able to embrace everything in its entirety. Yes, it might not be ideal for the most part to face yourself or to face emotions or have very difficult conversations about things that you much rather would want to sweep under the rug, or you much rather want to not face in any given moment. But those are the exact moments where you get to really know yourself and know where you stand and where you are in your personal journey, and to give you the tools and in a later stage an appreciation of what it is that you're actually striving and fighting for. And so, yes, big ups to the summer. We're obviously excited to have better weather, especially here in Boston, but also in that same breath, being very appreciative of where one has come from and understanding that those, I'd say, tougher times and tougher moments are the ones that really put things into perspective. And so, also tipping my hat off to the winters, when you are cold, when you are having to wear 3, 4 different layers before stepping outside on any random errand, those are just as valuable. So that when you do come to barbecue season and you're dusting out your shorts and getting scantily clad, that it would be something that is worth it at the end. So, a very reflective moment today, just having gone to watch the marathon. Again, shout out to everyone who took part, and hopefully in the future, I may be one of those people. But until then, I will be right here supporting you from a distance, relatively, but safe travels, positive vibes from my side, and thank you for your time.